forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the bay.
Dolph, rest in peace. Know I scream that shit every week. Do this shit till I DIE. I'm a represent that PR.
And he been seeing me working and shit, and he just always supported me. It's man, like from day one, he told me just keep working. Just like y'all telling us that y'all want to talk to us now. He telling me, schooling me on everything, this man, and I just listen to him. And, you know, I like to learn from other people's mistakes, so I won't make that mistake.
For an Atlanta rapper accused of trying to move almost $2 million worth of marijuana through Metro Atlanta.
I love Dolph, so I can't never sound the CMG. It ain't no beef, they respect, they gon' respect this shit. They disrespect this shit, I promise we gon' wreck this bitch. Who the f want it? If you ask me, you got all the money back.
With the norm like get a call out the room.
Ralo has been one of the more influential, at the same time, notorious rappers to come out of the city of Atlanta. After a rough upbringing in one of the city's most dangerous and drug-infested neighborhoods, he would make a way for himself, his family, and his crew, along the way forging friendships with some of the city's and the industry's biggest stars, with one of those friendships and his loyalty to it thrusting him into a war with one of the game's biggest labels.
I'm a BJZ, you know what I'm saying? I'm Pablo Escobar. I'm the big wish that quit selling dope. You sound me like.
Speaking of the bluff, I was homeless. My mother and I was homeless, and I used to go spend the night over Young Scooter's house, Black Amigo guy, Young Scooter. And because I ain't had nowhere to go at the time, so I used to go spend the night over his house. And DJ Swamp Izzo, if you not familiar, bro, he'll DJ out of Atlanta. He used to go with Scooter's mother, and that's how Scooter began to rap. And he had a studio in the back of the house, and Future come over like every once in a while. You did what I'm saying, but like I was with the little brother, cause I'm 23. You did, and I used to be with the little brother named Kyrie, and we just used to kick it. Yeah. Once I got, you know, his mom used to be like, "Why that boy ain't going home? That boy need to go home. He gotta go to school in the morning." But I ain't have a home. You smell me? So
nowhere to go. It's like.
But you know, you spend all your friend house like. You don't really want to tell them, so I used to go to the bus stop and play like I'm on the bus, but I just fall asleep at the bus stop because that's the only getaway you get, like to be at a certain place a long time until I started, you know what I'm saying, going to empty houses or whatnot. And we just established a relationship, and I ended up hitting the streets because I got tired of her asking me why I went home. So I got in the streets and I started going to juvenile, in and out of juvenile. And when I got out of prison this last time, I told Scooter I want to rap, and he was like, "You know, everybody come up to Scooter in Future and be like, they want to rap and mess with him or whatnot." But he seen me buy all the jewelry and stuff. I was like, I had spent like $500,000 on jewelry with Elliot, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he for real. He want to rap for real." So they, you know, that since we been coming up together, they just put their 100% support behind me. You did. See, I'm kind of like you know what I'm saying? I am like you. I already had a street following, you know what I'm saying? Future and Scooter and Thug, they ain't shot me out for no reason, you know what I'm saying? I got the streets, you know what I'm saying? I already went to prison for murder cases. They seen me on the news in Atlanta, like I was on the news every week. When I left Scooter mama house, I went crazy in the streets. I started selling drugs every day,
Now, why was that though? When you look back on it all, why was that?
To be honest, like, I had found out one day. I found out I was saving all of my money, and my peoples had got locked up because I was working for somebody, and I was, you know what I'm saying, getting fronted. So I had to pay him every week. So I could never spend my money. So I used to have to save up the product. So one day he got arrested or whatnot, and I just went into my money, and I found out I had like $150,000. So at the time, I had who I got around me now. I had Famerica, you know what I'm saying? This is my group of people I've been around, and we growed up together. We was like the bullies around the neighborhood. And I had like an army, and I had some money. So when you got, you know, it's two different type of people. It's them people that got a group of dudes, but all of them broke. And there's a person that got a lot of money, but ain't got a group of dudes. Know what I'm saying? When you got money, power, and a lot of people around you, they're gonna do anything you say. Like, they make you dangerous.
9 cars, 5 homes, and an entire apartment building. That's what the federal government plans to take from Atlanta rapper Ralo if he's convicted of federal drug charges. Now, Ryan Kruger spoke to people who may end up losing their homes. They say it isn't right.
Friends tell me when Ralo bought this apartment complex 2 years ago, it was run down and dilapidated. But today, they say it's home to dozens of people, including some families.
We talking about displacing a whole community of residents.
John Doe and Queen are with Ralo's record label Famerica. They say this apartment building on Lucille Avenue in Southwest Atlanta shows Ralo's commitment to helping the community.
These are people that have nowhere else to go. These are people that he allowed to live here rent-free.
Rent-free, bill-free.
So, we talking about displacing a lot of families.
But a new indictment handed down against the rapper, whose real name is Terell Davis, says this building was part of his drug empire. Prosecutors say undercover agents bought guns and drugs inside the apartment building. That's why they're considering confiscating it, along with 5 other homes and 9 of Ralo's cars, including those yellow sports cars he often had on display. The feds say Ralo used a private jet to bring in more than $1 million worth of marijuana back to the metro area.
This is how it happened, because I actually looked into the whole case today. Now, I want to get your take on it. So Ralo and 10 people boarded a private plane from Atlanta to Sacramento. 4 days later, they came back where federal local surveillance saw him and other passengers transfer 37 packages wrapped in holiday paper from a jet to a van, and that van was registered to Ralo's home address. Shortly after the van was loaded, Georgia State Patrol arrested 3 men wearing Ralo Fam Goon attire inside the vehicle because it was driving without the lights on.
Wow.
Authorities found 520 pounds of marijuana worth of roughly $1 million in the van. Here's what makes this part kind of interesting. A day after those arrests, Ralo posted a picture of himself in a swimming pool with the caption, "I've lost more than a man have gained in a lifetime. Have you ever lost $1 million at one time?" A week after this Instagram post, authorities received a passenger list from the flight and connected Ralo to those men. 4 months later, they were notified that Ralo and 8 others traveled to Northern California again. This time, they allegedly transported 17 packages containing marijuana weighing 444 pounds back to Atlanta. The packages worth $880,000 were loaded into a Chrysler 300. Not long after the car left the airport, authorities stopped and took 8 people into custody.
An Atlanta rapper accused tonight of leading a gang that was allegedly caught trying to move nearly $2 million worth of pot through Metro Atlanta.
11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi has exclusive reaction now from Ralo's team tonight.
Ralo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. But a federal criminal complaint lays out how investigators allegedly connected Ralo to the operation. Before we dig any deeper into this, let's tell you who 23-year-old Terell Davis, aka Ralo, is, if you're not familiar with Atlanta's hip-hop scene. The artist has a huge social media presence and following, with more than 200,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and song collaborations with T.I., 2 Chainz, Future, Gucci Mane, and so many others. But according to the complaint, the investigation dates back to December, when investigators stopped 3 vans leaving Fulton County Airport. Inside one, they allegedly found 520 pounds of marijuana worth about $1 million on the street. Ralo wasn't inside the van, but 3 people arrested were allegedly connected to him, according to investigators. And evidence investigators are now using an old Instagram post from the next day that refers to $1 million lost. Fast forward to this past weekend, a complaint says a K-9 unit met Ralo's plane after it landed at PDK and found just under $1 million worth of marijuana. And now, criminal complaint alleges the rapper, who's called this apartment complex in Atlanta home, a complex just raided yesterday, is the leader of a gang referred to as Famerica, a name Ralo regularly uses to refer to his music team.
Not only is Ralo well respected in the city, but authorities believe he's the head of one of the most organized yet sinister crews in Atlanta. Based on the West Side, the group is said to be a mix of rival crews that came together to form what's known as Famerica.
I knew with my boy Young Thug, it's kind of special to me because me and Young Thug, we was beefing. You know what I'm saying? We came up in the streets beefing with each other. You know, if you on this side and you on that side, of course you're gonna beef. You know what I'm saying? He was from the other side. And like, everywhere I seen him, I shot at him. You know what I'm saying? Me and Thug talk about that shit all the time. It just feel good to know that now we can work together, you know what I'm saying? We got past all that bullshit, and like we grown men now, like it's still young niggas in the hood beefing with each other, still sitting on the corner, and like me and homie, we get together, and they ain't even like that no more, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait to kill him. I couldn't wait to shoot him. Now I can't wait to kick it with him, like we kick it, you know what I'm saying? We ride around, both of us got on that, Kelly Young take jewelry, $300,000-$400,000 jewelry, big boy rollers on and shit. It feel good to be together and not be at each other throat, you know what I'm saying? We were down there finna send each other to prison, just shooting at each other, and we ain't even know. But now, we get together, you know what I'm saying? Both of us doing our thing.
You list on your slide rival gangs, and you have a couple of names. Would you explain to the jury what that is and why those names are there?
They had 2 main or sort of important rivalries in those early days. One was with a gang called Young Gunner Clique from the Thomasville area in southeast Atlanta. Young Gunner Clique notable because they were one of the earliest hybrid Crip sets in the city. And both of these areas are served primarily by South Atlanta High School. So we saw numerous instances of conflict between these 2 neighborhoods and between students from these different areas who now were aligning with the Bloods and the Crips and saw each other as enemies or rivals. Famerica was a gang from the West Side, and that rivalry was potentially really, there were several places that rivalry came from. One was based on that association with 30 Deep. 30 Deep had a long-standing rivalry with these West Side gangs, with a West Side gang called the Fam. They routinely had shootings back and forth between Mechanicsville and between Simpson Road and Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, between those 2 neighborhoods. 30 Deep and Raised on Cleveland formed this partnership together, and what we observed happen in response to that was that the Fam then partnered with Young Gunner Clique, and those 2 gangs formed a combined partnership that they then called Famerica. That name, this is a longer story than I think you were wanting necessarily, but that name was adopted because the Fam was another hybrid blood set on the West Side. YGC, as I told you, was a hybrid Crip set. They found reason to partner with each other in spite of those differences, but neither one of them wanted to drop their colors, so they began flagging the American flag. So that therefore it had both the red and the blue in their gang identifier. So those rivalries began to grow as these gangs began to connect with each other.
Yeah, free Young Thug, y'all bitch ass nigga be trying me. Somebody, cause I keep saying free Lucci, that I don't want a free Thug type shit. Nigga, what the hell kind of question that? What kind of
What kind of statement is that? Nigga, I want love Thug free, you stupid, crazy man. I love Thug, that's my friend. The fuck is wrong with you people? Y'all always talking about crazy shit, dog. Nigga, yeah, I want Thug. I want Young Thug free. Make sure y'all bitches, all y'all screen recorders and all y'all bloggers and y'all YouTube people, Ralo want Thug free. The fuck is wrong with you stupid people? Yes, I do want the man free. God damn. Y'all be on that old dumbass shit tonight. Ralo don't want Ralo team. Nigga, y'all think cause I chose Dolph over goddamn your guy, that ain't the same thing as choosing Lucia over Thug.
I want you to ask me a raw ass question. Like you always want to ask me now.
I just want to know, like that shit that happened at the club with you and Ralo, like what that shit true about you paying the.
I don't remember nothing that happened that night. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there.
Many people believe that the tension between Ralo and CMG would start with Moneybagg Yo or even the death of young Dolph. However, the truth is it began long before that over what Ralo would describe as sort of a principled situation involving a chain, and it would escalate from there.
The thing that I'm more so like not agreeing with, like allowing people to get him on camera getting the chain back. Like I'm just not cool with him allowing people to record him getting Shaq Liz's chain back. Like I feel like if I sent you to get my chain back, like don't embarrass me to the world. Like don't embarrass me to the world. That ain't love. That ain't no real nigga shit. Like that more so some publicity type shit. You smell me? Like that shit ain't cool, bro. Like that shit ain't no real nigga shit. Like this your partner. Like I know for a fact Shaq Lizzy was vouching for Black Youngster. Like Shaq Lizzy fucked with Black Youngster. You know what I'm saying? They probably still fuck around. I ain't gonna get into that rap beef or nothing. But by me being a real nigga who I am, I never be able to do nothing until Shaq Lizzy told me, like, that's clear. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against Memphis. I ain't got nothing against Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I got homies down there. They keep that dog food like that Ralo. I do shows down there. I ain't got nothing against him. But you know what I'm saying? This is my man. You know what I'm saying? This my brother. This my dog. Yeah. Even if he don't fuck with me the same way I fuck with him, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna stay silent regardless. Right?
Now let's say one night you go to a club, incident breaks out, the club is real unorganized. And let's just say, you know, your chain end up you get into a scuffle, your chain falls off, you lose your chain. How would you play it off?
I'm gonna go to prison for a very long time. If my chain get took any kind of way, everybody out here, all my ops, all my niggas, we finna move to wherever that area at, and these niggas gonna die. That's the only way.
Now some of my viewers, cause I know my fan base, they gonna be like, that's that nigga shit, I ain't on material shit.
I know material shit.
Like damn, you gonna do that all over a chain?
You might be right. You might be right.
You got a family, you know what I'm saying? You got kids.
That's my inner flaw that I have to deal with. I have a real big flaw of not forgiving and not forgetting. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with that with God. But as of right now, they gonna die.
A lot of people like you and Black Youngster, because you know the antics, you know, y'all may come out on a random day and do some crazy shit. Right. Like, you know, you made the news for, you know, for making it rain on the homeless, and you know, Black Youngster, he's on Instagram, you know, flexing heavy. Do you have any relations with Black Youngster?
I mean, I have nothing against Black Youngster, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the young fella, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. He making money, he making a whole lot of fucking noise. You know what I'm saying? But him and I, we live in two different worlds, you know what I'm saying? I'm more so of a humble brother, You know what I'm saying? He kind of, you know what I'm saying, wild. He do his thing or whatnot. But I must so have a very strong relationship with Shy Glizzy. You know what I'm saying? And the little thing that happened in Black Youngster City with Shy Glizzy kind of like separated them two. So I can't fuck with no other nigga that my nigga don't fuck with. And like me and Shy Glizzy, we like this. I die for that boy. I kill for that boy. Anything he want, I'm here to do it for him. All you gotta do is give me a word. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a bloodbath for him. I want to get on here myself. It's Ralo, the fly found gun, and tell this bitch ass nigga, Black Youngster, that he's a bitch. Nah, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. He's a super bitch ass nigga. Or should I say it in his voice? He's a super bitch ass nigga. I'm ready for your 100 shots or whatever you want to bring, fuck nigga. Or you can tell your manager, I give him $10,000 right now. He can come over here in Pakistan and I give him $10,000 right now for your whole ass to take that picture down. I'm trying to bring black men to the motherfucking religion and you over here playing with God. You think Jesus wanted to be crucified on the cross, nigga? Jesus didn't want to be up there, nigga. He was forced up there, nigga. Did you read the motherfucking Bible? Oh, y'all fuck niggas just playing with God like this shit something to play with, nigga.
Early on, it seemed like Ralo would only speak on a situation when asked about it or subliminally. But as the tension between CMG and Paper Route grew, so did Ralo's opinion on everything.
How the fuck a nigga miss a whole 100 shots? He ain't shooting one time. A whole 100. I missed something real fast sitting outside the motherfucking corner store, nigga. Fuck you, somebody. I ain't never did no shit like that, nigga. Every nigga I ever shot at out here, nigga. And I ain't shoot 100 times. Since 17, found goon shit, nigga. You know, we ain't gotta shoot 100 shots, nigga. We got 100,000 put on nigga head. Fuck, nigga. You missed a whole 100 shots. Yeah, nigga. I got every dollar I got in my motherfucking. I got every dollar in my motherfucking bank, nigga. I can bet every dollar I got, nigga. My boy Dolph ain't no motherfucking rat, nigga. I got every dollar I got in my motherfucking bank, nigga. And I got a whole lot of them, nigga. Bet every dollar my nigga Dolph ain't no motherfucking rat, nigga. Fuck you somehow, nigga.
With all the somewhat underlying friction between Ralo and CMG during the summer of 2017, probably just looking to put together a bomb show and have a great turnout, I'm not sure if a promoter knew what he was doing when he would book Moneybagg Yo and Ralo on the same bill later that year in November of 2017.
So this is what happened. We go to the show. They tell us the club closed at 2 o'clock. After we was notified that the club closed at 3 o'clock. So I say, cool. They just walked through there. Them people came in there to see me. Them people were talking shit to me on Twitter. I gotta go in here and take these pictures and see these people. I was in the show. You know, bitches hugging me. You know, we having fun. We having a good time. I don't want no Moneybagg Yo to do his part. I go talk to the promoter. The promoter tell me, nah, Ralo, you crank this bitch up some more. You was doing good. You need to go back up there and do your show. I say, Moneybag, your turn. He tell me, Moneybag, yo tried to pay him $7,500 not to let me in the club. I say, what kind of shit that is? That shit ain't cool, dog. I ain't had no smoke with him at all. I thought it was cool.
Fast forward to the next spring in April of 2018, and Ralo would be arrested. 3 years into fighting his case and serving his time, his close friend, young Dolph, would be killed in his hometown in November of 2021. The two would collaborate on several songs like Never Going Broke, With Me, and Die Real that also features the late Trouble. And to know exactly how entrenched in this feud he is between the two rival Memphis labels, after serving what would amount to about 5 years on a weed conspiracy, almost the first thing he would do before he would kiss the ground and send up prayers, he would record a video that showed his stance even more by saying he could never sign the CMG. Now, for people in the streets or people that been in the streets, they know how serious it is for somebody to insert themselves into a beef, especially these days. They got niggas that won't get in the middle of shit that involves their brother or cousin, let alone a homeboy. But also, to know this beef is to know the code and know that it involves 3 degrees of separation. That first starts with the Shy Glizzy chain incident in Memphis. And then you have to look at Ralo's association at the time with Gucci Mane, who to this day is still feuding with Yo Gotti somewhat over comments on Twitter way back. And for those that would say that his alliance to Gucci is not that strong, and that's where an old code would come into play, where an enemy of my friend is also my enemy. Something that's almost extinct these days, because these niggas don't want to be in the middle of shit. And if you want to understand Ralo's belief in this code, I would have highlighted it, but I didn't want to make this an hour-long situation. But all you have to do is look up Ralo Popping Mojo, an early on Gucci Mane collaborator that would end up beefing with East Atlanta Santa. And then you have the money bag situation, where Ralo would say you can ask anybody in Orlando and they can tell you what's going on. But both parties have different stories about what exactly happened on that November night. And regardless of what really transpired that night, it's just my belief that sometimes you get put in a blender, and Moneybag Yo might have just been collateral damage to Ralo's loyalty. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Ralo justified in his position against CMG? And when I say his position, you got to think he took more shots at the opposition than the person that some would look at as the face of the label, Key Glock, or probably anybody on PRE, maybe minus J Fizzle. Or is it a situation where Ralo should have did something that he would never even know how to do by putting his loyalty to the side? At only 29 and already being one of the youngest kingpins that the West Side and probably the city of Atlanta has ever seen, it's crazy with all he has been through that he might end up not only the face of the streets, but also the new Atlanta music scene. Now, y'all make sure y'all hit the red bell and subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when this real trill spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box below. Y'all let me know what cities we need to go to, what stories we need to tell, what we missed, what we got wrong, all of that. Y'all tapping with me directly on Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. And until the next play, y'all know how we rocking. Shay's Popalot. Salute the almighty mob.